Alrighty guys, so Gogeta releases on the 31st, which is today at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now what I wanted to do is discuss whether or not it is worth it to summon for Gogeta. So, if we want to just take a quick recap on Gogeta, he leads the Giant 8 Power Category 3 Key 170% to stats, as well as Shadow Dragon Saga 3 Key 150% to stats. His super attack, he greatly raises attack and defense for one turn. Quick overview of his passive: 200% attack and defense, 4 key, and 40% attack and defense, and is super effective against all types for 8 turns from the start of battle. High chance to be effective against all types starting from the 9th turn, and he has a high chance of evading enemy super attacks and countering. Of course, Gogeta is a very good unit. I would personally say he is the best TUR in the game currently. And then, of course, Nova Shenron. I'm not really going to go over Nova, but again, if you do pull him, the only issue with Nova, I would say, personally for me, is that, again, he is a little bit limited to where you can use him, in that, realistically, where you really want to use this Nova is on the Shadow Dragon Saga team, is where he's really gonna show off, but also facing extreme class allies is another big thing for him. And then, of course, the free-to-play Vegeta, the Giant Form Grade 8 Vegeta, is a relatively solid unit. I would personally say that he actually needs an easy A. Again, he's just really not that impressive right now, so I do think that they will give him an easy A in the future. Now, taking a look at the banner for JP Dokkan, this was JP Dokkan's banner. It had, of course, the 2 new units, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, as well as Nova Shenron. It had Kefla, it had Piccolo, and it had Gohan and Goten, the LR, as well as Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku, Omega Shenron, and then the original Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, I'm not really going to talk about the last 3 units, so Full Power Goku, Omega, and the OG Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because again, they're honestly outdated now. I think we can all get a new version for each of these units. Again, the OG Gogeta is better in terms of countering super attacks, because his is a 70% chance instead of a 50% chance. But again, Gogeta, the new one, is literally better in every single other way. Talking about Kefla, Piccolo, and Gohan and Goten, just to do a quick recap. Again, Piccolo is an underrated unit. That's my personal opinion on it. He raises defense, so he's a defensive stacker. He has 100% attack and defense. He recovers HP when you fall under 77% HP, and he can foresee enemy super attacks for the whole fight, which I think is an absolutely amazing ability that he has. The only issue with Piccolo is that, again, he needs another Namekian category ally on the team, and then he is then able to fuse with Kami. But you have to be above, of course, 70% HP, and then he has a turn restriction, which is turn 4. And then once he fuses, I would say that this Piccolo is easily one of the best units in the game. The reason I say that is because he literally does everything. He has a high chance of stunning on his super attack, he has damage reduction, he has a crit chance, he heals, and he foresees enemy super attacks, and to top it all off, he has 120% start a turn attack and defense. Kefla is a rather unique unit. I think she is very good. The only issue with Kefla, I would say, is that, again, you have to have 6 or more key spheres in order to get her high chance of evading, so a 50% chance is the only issue with Kefla. Because if you keep going, you know, Kefla is one of the key spheres and she can dodge. And then, I believe, the active skill... Okay, so yeah, if you're above 60% HP. And then, of course, at Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, so realistically this would be... I mean, if you get Kefla turn 1, then this would be turn 5. Because again, then... yeah, you guys get it. So once, you know, Kefla is in her Super Saiyan 2 form, she gets 160% defense and 2 key, which is very nice. And then she gets the high chance of evading enemies' attacks, just guaranteed right then. Like, she doesn't need orbs. But with the 6 or more key spheres obtained, she then gets a guaranteed additional super attack if you can get the orbs as well. Just a quick thing, my computer's hissing once more. If you guys hear that in the video, I do apologize. I mean, I'm not sure if the mic can capture it, but you actually, you know what? Wait, let's see if the mic can capture it. Can you guys hear that? I don't know, my computer keeps doing that. It's every single time I record a video. It's really weird. And then, of course, she has an active skill when she's in her Super Saiyan 2 form. She changes physical key spheres to strength. She's effective against all types for 1 turn, and can be activated when there's a Pure Saiyans or Universal Survival Saga category enemy, which is really not the hardest of conditions, because again, Pure Saiyans is like 75% of the game. Again, Kefla is very good. I would say that I personally really like Kefla. I really want her as well. I actually don't have Kefla. I actually did recently get her on my JP account, but again, my JP account is not very good, and until I get that thing up and running, with the anniversary, you know, going on right now, you know, I'll be making more videos on my JP account once that starts happening. And then the last unit is Dokkan Fest Gohan and Goten. Don't know what happened to their images. They're just really not appearing, but Gohan and Goten still a very impressive LR. I would say the only downfall to this unit, with many others now, is just, again, they need a lot of time to rack up their attack and defense, because they have 58% attack and defense at the start of turn, but they need, I believe it is, so they get 1 key and 10% attack and defense with each attack performed, a max of 5 key and 100% attack and defense. So that is where their issue lies, is that because they need to attack 10 times, it's really hard to see them at their full capabilities and at their full potential, especially when you're doing things like Super Battle Road runs. You know, you can run into many issues right there. And then, yeah, so those are the only 2 units I really wanted to talk about. Again, overall, the banner, I would say, it's an okay banner in terms of value. Again, the last 3 units are really not the best value, unless you're like a super big, you know, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fan and you want to get every single one of the variants, then, you know, sure, go for it. Like, if Gogeta is your favorite character and that's the one character that you want, then sure, summon all you want. I'm not gonna, you know, stop you from doing that, because again, at the end of the day, I would say summon for the characters that you really want. But if you're a free-to-play player who wants to maximize and optimize their stones, I would say skip this. Even though Gogeta is absolutely worth it in every shape, way, and form, I would skip it. You know, even if you count in these units right here, of course, like I said, all these units are very good. But again, they might change them, which might either increase or decrease the value. Because if we take a look at the global timeline, you know, we have Cooler that they could put on it. They have Beerus that they could put on it. They have Android 13. They have in Future Gohan. They put Beerus and Cooler. Then that might be a banner where I might be, you know what, maybe throw a couple stones at it. Because number one, Beerus is easily a top T-War in the game. So is Cooler. We all know how ridiculous his support type ability is. You know, all the stuff he does with lowering attack, his transformation. And then, of course, throw in their Gogeta. You know, so you have a very good combo there. But even then, I would say don't go too crazy on the banner. Of course, people are obviously going to summon at the end of the day. It is Gogeta. He's super hyped. That's why they're putting him out here right now. But my personal opinion is, if you have a lot of stones saved up, maybe you can throw 2 or 3 multis at it. Again, don't go overboard. Don't go crazy. Maybe go 2 or 3. If you're a free-to-play player who doesn't have that many stones, unfortunately, you will have to skip this banner. Eventually, Gogeta will return. He's probably going to appear on, you know, worldwide download celebration banners, is my guess. Again, they're obviously going to want to incentivize people to summon. So, in the future, if they do put Gogeta on Dokkan Fest banners, you can pick him up with red coins. Always keep that in mind. If there's step-ups, do the step-ups. I always recommend people do the step-ups. So, like, I believe it goes 30, 35, 45. If they have that, go for it. In fact, I'll do it as well. Because, again, it'd be idiotic for you not to do the step-ups. Because, again, the step-ups always have really great value. If for some reason tickets come out with this banner, then I would say go for it. But, again, I personally will only do probably like 1 summon, even if there are tickets, again. Just because looking at the JP Dokkan anniversary banners, they're just so good that, you know, that's what I'm really saving up for. I mean, but other than that, I wouldn't summon. Of course, if you're just like the biggest Gogeta fan and that's the banner that you really want to summon on and you don't care about anything else, then go for it. I think that goes above all of the rules that I've kind of put out. If you guys, well, it's not necessarily rules, but the advice. you know, I think at the end of the day, the biggest thing is summon for the characters that you want. If Gogeta is your number one and that's the only character that you care about, then go for it. But again, if there's step-ups, do the step-ups. If there's tickets, go for it if you want to. I personally would still, even then, not recommend you summon on it. Just, again, the anniversary banners are going to come eventually, and they're just absolutely incredible. So, yeah, that is kind of like my final verdict. I mean, for me personally, with my account right now, I might just do one summon just, you know, just to test my luck. You know, why not just throw one at it? I personally am really like Gogeta. But, yeah, I'm just probably going to throw one at it and then call it a day. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys found this very informational, very helpful. And like I said before, no, not like I said before, but like I always say, that is going to do for today's video. If you haven't already, go down there, hit the subscribe button.